Today we are going to talk about credit. My credit course is finally available. I know so many of you have been waiting for so long. So today we're going to have a conversation about credit. Today we're going to ultimately discuss how to improve your credit 100 points or more. That's the basis of our conversation. But first, I want to go over just a few important credit tips. Okay? So, this conversation is going to be for all those who want to learn about credit. If you're here for something else, this is not the video for you. We're focused on credit right now. Okay, so to start, we're going to talk about some credit fundamentals. The first thing that I want you guys to know is that your credit is on file with 3 credit bureaus, okay? So I'm going to make a list of the 3 credit bureaus that have your credit information. Those credit bureaus are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. These 3 entities are not government agencies. A lot of you guys think that your credit is regulated by the government. It is not. These credit bureaus work independently. They're private entities. Okay, so what does that mean? TransUnion does not communicate with Equifax. Equifax does not communicate with Experian. So, what does that mean? That means that essentially you can have a 750 with TransUnion and you can have a 600 with Experian. Okay, so you're going to have 3 different credit scores with 3 different agencies. Okay, so why is this important to you? Well, because you're going to need to find out what your credit score is with each of these credit bureaus. And there are several different ways to find out that information. I give you some great tips in my course, which is available now. Click the link in my bio so that you can get started with your credit repair. But anyway, in terms of accessing your credit profile, there are several ways to do it. But I'm going to teach you some free ways to do it inside of my course. So, the first step to understanding your credit is obviously obtaining your credit report. When you do obtain your credit report, you're going to need 3 separate credit reports, okay, with these 3 different agencies. So, once you get your credit report, there's going to be some key things that I want you to focus on. The main thing is your payment history. Okay? This is going to let you know how you've been doing with paying your bills. Anything that's gone past 30 days past due is getting reported as late to one of these 3 credit bureaus or all of them. So we need to check out your payment history. The next thing that I want us to pay attention to is your payment usage or your credit utilization. Okay? Let's call this credit use to make it easier. I want you to pay attention to your credit utilization. And inside of my course, I'm going to teach you how much utilization you should have for each of your credit cards or for each of your accounts in general. But generally speaking, you don't want to have more than 30% per account. But we're not going to talk about that too much right now. But the first thing that I want you guys to pay attention to is, once again, accessing your credit reports with these 3 credit bureaus. Once you get your credit reports, you're going to pay attention to your payment history and your credit use. Okay, so now you're like, okay, Honeylo, can you please answer that question that you wrote down on the board, which is how do I improve my credit score 100 points or more? My credit is jacked. I haven't paid my bills on time. I don't even look at my credit report because I know it's so bad. Okay, well listen, it's time for you to pull your credit report because we need to tackle this demon. It doesn't matter how bad your credit score is. In my course, you can repair it. I don't care if your credit score is a 350, you have 4 bankruptcies, 2 foreclosures, and 29 collections. No matter what your credit situation is, it can be improved, and it's not hard to do it. Okay, so what is the philosophy behind credit repair? How do we get to this 100 points. Well, there's a couple of different ways to do it. I'm gonna show you guys my way, okay? I've gone on YouTube, I've looked at all these people talking about credit repair and different strategies that they have. I'm gonna teach you Honeyloaf's way, guys, because what I did worked for me. And I was able to see my credit go from low 500s to the high 700s, almost 800 from June to February. So I'm literally gonna take you step by step down the road for what I did so that you can do it too and you can improve your credit, okay? So here's the philosophy, and then that's gonna be it for now. The philosophy is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, once again, are private entities. I mentioned that in the beginning. They are not government entities, however, they are regulated by the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And within the Fair Credit Reporting Act, each of these credit bureaus has to abide by certain rules and regulations. Listen to this part, guys. Right now, they're not abiding. And 9 times out of 10, you guys don't ask them any questions. You just accept what they said. But in all actuality, each of these entities has to have proof before they put anything onto your credit report, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to send each of these credit bureaus a series of documents that demands that proof. And I've already created those documents for you. They're available in my program. All you're gonna do is download the documents within my program, fill out the empty sections, and send them off. These documents do work, okay? So once you ask some key questions to these credit bureaus pertaining to credit verification, they don't have it. So they're just gonna delete the item. They're not gonna argue with you. They don't have the documents. That's just the bottom line, okay? So within 30 days, you're going to start seeing deletions happen on your credit report because these private entities do not have the information in which you're requesting. Okay, so that's enough for today. But the reason that I'm coming on is because I want to let you know that my credit repair program is finally available. You're going to go into the link that's available on my profile. I have 2 different payment options. This program is affordable, and you can get started today as soon as you sign up. Some of the things that come with the credit program, you do get consultations with me. This means that I will call you, and we will go over your personal credit profile, and we will come up with a game plan for your personal situation. I'm actually going to handhold you through the process, through your entire credit repair, okay? Let's see if there's anything else that I want to cover. If you have any questions pertaining to credit, make sure that you send them to me in the DM. I will respond to as many questions as I possibly can. Give me some time, have some patience there, but I did want to let you know that I have put all of the information for what you need on my website. Once again, click the link in my bio. It'll take you directly to my website. Once you go on the website, you're going to see what this process entails, how much it costs, and what it comes with. All right? So, I think that's it for now. Did you see any questions that anyone asked? I have some questions that you guys had earlier that I wrote down. Why is credit repair important? For several reasons, but I'll just give you 2 reasons here. The first reason is a lot of times in today's society, employers or people in general, they attribute your credit score to your character. And that might not be true. You might have just fell upon hard times, and as a result, your credit is shot. But when they pull your credit, an employer, when they pull your credit and they see that you have bad credit, it's possible that they won't hire you. Because nowadays, people are attributing credit score to character. It's not fair, I get it. But don't worry, we can change that. Another reason why credit repair is important Because everyone doesn't necessarily have access to cash, right? We don't always have cash on hand, but it's good to have emergency money just in case we need it, right? You run over a construction site, you get 4 flat tires. You need new tires. You might not have the cash on hand, but if you have the credit, you can go and buy new tires, pay for your credit, and that ultimately will actually improve your credit score, right? So I know a lot of times people have taught us in the past, oh, I'm just gonna stay away from credit. A lot of families have taught this to their children improperly. No, we don't want to stay away from credit. We want to understand how it works, utilize it properly so that it can benefit us.